Good morning. This is Karen with Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Okay, so I was recording this reading and my camera just stopped. I've had this happen before, but I'm going to start over again because when I went to go back and look and to see if I could join them, I can't. I just can't. So I was right there. So what I'm doing today is I call this a cross of change. So it's basically a situation that you're working on that you're trying to change or overcome, a situation, or it's just something that you're working on more so than anything else. Um, and just as a reminder that I do read intuitively. The decks I use can have slightly different meanings than the normal right or white, but more importantly, I read as when I look at the cards, I always focus on what I first see because that's what I feel like the guides are trying to tell me. They're showing me a part of the card that I need to talk about or that makes the most sense. And also, for those of you who don't know, I don't sugarcoat readings. I don't make a positive outcome out of something that may not be like super positive. However, I do believe that when we have a hard reading or when there's hard cards in a reading that we need to one either clarify them or give action steps to avoid or overcome any kind of hard situation. So I try to end it on a good note in the respect that I think we all have hard things in our life and they're going to happen and the tarot tells us sometimes, but at the same time the reason why we're wanting a reading is to also what do we need to do? What should I do to change that or overcome that? Because we all have free will and we can do that. So I'm going to start this um, now. So basically, this card is the situation. I pulled these cards. Like I said, my reading stopped. I'm not sure what happened, but I have the Six of Pentacles in the current situation, or the current situation, or the problem or the root cause of the issue. You have the Knight of Pentacles and how you see yourself, the Three of Pentacles and the present influence. Magician is in the next right action or an action step or advice. Nine of Cups is obstacles. Six of Wands is strengths, and outcome is temperance. So we'll talk about this. Anyway, the Six of Pentacles is in your current situation, and what I see in this card at this time with this reading is that you're in a position right now where and if you look at this card too, like there's someone helping him out of the hole. But I feel like what this is saying and what the situation is and what you're trying to, whatever situation this is you're trying to do this all on your own. And that's okay, but that's the situation. Like that's the issue. Is you're searching for something, you're trying to figure something out and you're trying to be completely and totally independent about it. Not asking for any help, not reaching out to anybody. You feel like it's something that you need to do within yourself. And so whatever this situation is, you're trying to tackle it all on your own. Not to say that you can't, but this is part of the problem. But I will say I believe that as we go through this, you'll see why I'm thinking that this may not be the best way to do it. I don't want to deny that we all need to sometimes just figure stuff out for ourselves. So how you see yourself is the Knight of Pentacles, and I believe that this is you see yourself searching. You see yourself trying to do this on your own. He has got his hand and he's looking and he is moving forward and he's doing his due diligence. He's making the plans, he's doing the thing, he's moving forward and he's keeping his eye out. And that to me, I see that right away as you searching for the answers for yourself. And there's no one with him, he's by himself, but at least this Knight is moving forward. So I will say that you do see yourself moving forward and you do see yourself getting somewhere. It's just taking a while and it's slow, but you're searching. So what is influencing this in the now and the present influences the three of Pentacles. So what this is about is whatever this is, you see yourself as very a master at this. When I look at this Three of Pentacles, a lot of times when I see Three of Pentacles cards, I think of collaboration, working together. Not in this deck. He's working alone and he's making a statue and he's very good at what he's doing and he's being very diligent about what he's doing. And I think that's it. Whatever this project is something you're good at. So you know that you can do whatever this is because you're good at it. And that's what's influencing this action that you're taking. And it's, I think all in all of this is good. I think that the reminder is that you may need to ask for help or look for something. Because, so the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. And I feel like this is something that's really important to you. Because in this deck, he's on the top of that hill and like telling everybody about it. So whatever it is that you're working on, and the star comes right after that on the bottom of the deck. So this is an important thing for you. But you feel like you need to do this on your own. This is what's influencing this whole, I got to do this on my own. Six of Pentacles. I'm searching for answers on my own because I know I can do this and I have the skill to do so. And sometimes we got to do things on our own. So the next action or advice too, either or however we want to look at this, I think this is more, it's more advice to know that you're looking for something here that you already have. And that's what I feel like this is. I feel like, you're this help is right here, but you don't want it because you're trying to do it by yourself. You're sitting here searching for something. But if we look at the situation, you have what you need. I see that in the Six of Pentacles, but you're not seeing it. And that's okay because you feel like you can do this by yourself. That's what's influencing this. So know that you can. You have what you're looking for. It's right in front of you. But you're not seeing it. And that's okay. Like that's why we're saying this. It's there. And the problem is that the obstacle, which this is a strange obstacle, this is a true desire for you. Like this, but this is so important to you to do this on your own that you're almost sabotaging yourself. Like, I got to do this on my own and I got to do this and it's important and I don't, I'm looking for something, and what that something is to help me feel like I fulfilled my desires and my wishes and my dreams, but I'm not seeing what's right there, which is what this is telling us, that you have it. You have what it takes. You have it. You're ignoring it, like, or you think you don't realize it. I don't think you're ignoring it. I don't think you see it. I don't think you know, or you're so hell bent on being, an expert that you're forgetting, So keep in mind, this is an obstacle, not because the dream or the wish or the desire is a bad thing. It's probably a really good thing, but you're so focused on doing that alone that's become an obstacle to you. And sometimes when we are so focused on one dream, obstacle, wish thing, that we lose sight of other things around us. And that's why I feel like the strength here is about Six of Wands here. He's showing off what he has. Here's the key. You may be the expert, and that's awesome. Let people know that you are, because then you can bring people in to help you the way you want to be helped. If you're truly the expert, right? And you are, because that's what's influencing this, is you can get help by letting people know, for one, that you are good at what you do because you got the trophy in your hands, and two, you've got all these people around you. And to me, that's what this is. These are people that admire you. These are people that are looking up to you for your accomplishments. So this is a strength that you have that you may be overlooking a little bit because you're so focused on this to do this by yourself because you think it's important for some reason to do it by yourself that you're missing what's right there, and a bunch of people admiring you and a bunch of people looking up to you, and a group, whether it's a bunch or three or four, it doesn't matter. You know, you have people that are behind you, that are proud of you, that look up to you. Even if they're not proud of you, they're looking up to you. It's either or, but or both. Yeah, either or. So here's the thing is right now, I mean, again, these are very current. So right now this situation will balance itself out, but I think that you're going to take a step back and you are going to go back and forth, go, okay, this is, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to think about this and I'm going to balance this situation out because I'm going to, what to me, like her pulling up that water and then putting it back is telling me that it's like when you watch something over and over again. You know, like you're trying, so for instance, like let's say you're trying to learn something that's a physical thing, a sport like golf, and you're watching a YouTube video or some kind of learning teaching video and you're watching it over and over and over again so that you can memorize and then put those movements into your golf swing, for instance. So I'm going to watch this person, I'm going to see exactly how they do it, and I'm going to watch it over and over and over again because I need it to be implanted in my head. And I have no idea where this is coming from, but I feel like that's what this is. It's something that you are really focused on, and you're going to watch this over and over again, and you're going to replay it in your mind over and over again, and you're going to figure out what you're not doing right, what you are doing right, and then put this into play. So basically, I think what this is saying is that you need to figure out whether you truly need to do this on your own or whether you go and take the advice and know that you have people behind you. And maybe like don't be so focused on your dream that you end up in this position of never getting out of it. I feel like this, for some reason right now, I feel like this card is just saying you're going to sit there and replay it and replay it and replay it and replay it. And you know, I'm gonna pull one more card. Like, where does this go from here? Because this feels like like you're stuck in and that's the outcome. And to me, that's a little tough outcome. And that's okay because you need to get out of it. But I think your action is to know that you have what it takes, so that you don't need to keep replaying this. But you need to follow that action. And where will this lead from here? And I can't promise that the card will be, well, there you go. So you will create something wonderful. Something wonderful is coming in. And maybe you need to replay it over and over and over again. But I would say, you know, like, just know that you have all of these people around you that look up to you. And know that you make a difference in whatever part of life this is, whether it's work or home or relationship, it doesn't matter. Or just personally, people are looking up to you. You know, and know that replaying it is okay because you're eventually going to get to that Ace of Wands, which is great. I mean, that's great. Like, because you're searching for something, you're going to find it. And maybe that's what it's about. Maybe you need to overplay it. Maybe you need to go through it until you find what you need or what you see, or you have that aha moment that's like, okay, now I can move forward. And that makes complete sense to me. So there you have it. Please so that I know that, you know, this is reaching people that appreciate or like the content. Especially if it resonates, but even if it doesn't, I need to know that, you know, that you enjoy it. And I guess I don't need to know that. I'm going to replay it over and over in my head. Also, I do personal readings. It's in my link to my website is in the description box. So, yeah, hit me up there. Anyway, I think this is good. I was a little concerned about replaying it over and over, but it does lead to a new beginning. So it's something you have to do, and it's something that you're going to do on your own. But don't forget about the people looking up to you. So take care. Have a beautiful day.